So I just saw this political cartoon online, and it was a political cartoon, and in it there was a very wealthy looking man sitting on top of a mountain of cash, and below him was a tiny little man with a little bit of cash in his hand. And the rich man said to the poor man, "This is all your fault. This is all your greed is causing an economic downfall." And yet, this man is sitting on top of a pile of cash. Now, I made a few assumptions regarding this political cartoon. I assume that the man who drew the political cartoon is the type of person who would think, if only we raised minimum wage in the United States, we would be able to rebuild a middle class. We'd have the middle class build actual wealth, and we'd be better off. Here's the problem, man. I understand where he's coming from, and he's not completely wrong. Yes, the top 1% of this country owns most of the wealth in this country, all right? And it's true. But here's where things get a little weird. You think if the middle class gets paid more, if the working class gets paid more, they will build their wealth. They will be better off. And the top 1% is afraid of that. The top 1% is afraid of the Democratic Party of America. They're afraid of the union. They're afraid of the middle class actually building wealth. You can raise minimum wage, but here's the problem. The working class man is going to give that money right back to the wealthy man. You might give him a little more. Give the working man a little bit more money. He's just going to come give it back to you. Let me explain. We are programmed to consume products, and those products come from the top 1%. You want to buy a pair of shoes? The first thing that comes to mind, Nike, Adidas, maybe Reebok, okay? All big businesses, okay? You don't go looking out for, okay, where's the startup company? Where's the small business that's making sneakers? No, you don't care about that. First thing that comes to your mind is big business, all right? You go to the grocery store, you're probably going to go to a big business. And what do? They buy their products from other big businesses most of the time. Again, it's money that's in their pool. They're okay with it. All right? You hungry? You go to McDonald's, Burger King, Wendy's. Again, top 1%. It's rare for someone to say, okay, we're the local restaurants. I'm gonna go there and give them a visit. I'm gonna try to help them out. The Democratic Party of America does not teach that. All they teach is, hey, give people more money and then they'll be better off. But they don't financially educate people. And I'm not saying Republican Party does that either. They don't talk about any of that, all right? My message is no party cares, okay, about the middle class, and they're not going to help build the middle class. It doesn't matter if you raise minimum wage up to $30 an hour. What are people going to do with that money? They're going to go get a laptop. Okay, what am I going to buy? Sony, Toshiba, Apple, top 1%. I need an iPad. Apple, top 1%. What? I need another tablet. Lenovo, top 1%. Okay? I need a house. What are we going to do? We're going to go to the bank and we're going to ask for a loan. One of the biggest complaints of the Democratic Party, one of their platforms is too many adults living at home. Why? Because they got student loans. We need to pay that off. Why? So they can buy homes. Think about this. You need to pay off a loan so you can get a loan. I'm going to pull you out of this hole, and you need to dig an even bigger hole for yourself and jump in it. Eventually, you'll come out of that hole, and it'll be beneficial to you in 30 years, maybe, if the value of the home hasn't gone down. But again, we're programmed to consume, and we consume from the top 1%. So they don't care. Go ahead, raise minimum wage. The whole debate is just a distraction. Ain't nobody going, hey, save up. Maybe you and your family could pay your house off. Maybe you could raise money and buy a house cash, buy some land. Or maybe you should just spend money on local businesses. No, who wants to do that? Who wants to shop at local brands and buy local brands that nobody knows anything about? Again, you're programmed. So it doesn't matter. Vote Democrat, vote Republican, don't matter. The results are the same. The U.S. is owned by corporations. And soon enough, the world will be too. Because, you know. Anyway, that's just my rant for today. I'll see you guys later.